MR Venkatesh, does it appear to you that he's realized right now that he's at the end of the tether? He can play for time, but not much more than that. He can play for time, not much more than that.
Obviously, Arnab, it is the writing is on the wall for as far as Mehul Chokshi is concerned. Yeah, he would with his battalion of lawyers try to drag it and try to postpone the inevitable. But it is a matter of time that he will land up in India as a Sarkari guest, and I'm sure that the government will take care of him pretty well. That's the long and short of the story. And I'm sure his spirit is waning and is almost in the point of the breaking point is there for all to see.
Yeah, that's the sense I got as well. I mean, Rhythm knows it better. Rhythm, over to you. You can talk to Swapnil also about it. You can speak to Ratan Sharda about it. Serious cases here that he faces out here of defrauding banks up to thousands of crores of rupees. He was trying to sort of make a case to you that he's a victim. He really tried hard while speaking to you to portray himself like a victim.
Yeah, including that he was being tortured in the Dominican prison.
Yes.
Including that he was being tortured in the Dominican
prison. Because we've had several debates over this.
Whatever.
Yes, MR, exactly like you're saying. Swapnil knows this. Ratan Sharda knows this.
See,
the larger point that has to be made, Swapnil Kothari, and we've had this debate earlier, is the Indian agencies have tried their best to ensure Mehul Choksi is brought back. Not only the Indian agencies, but if we actually take a clear look, it's a diplomatic push that Team India has done to ensure he's brought back. Today, in that interview that he's giving, he's clearly telling us that Barbara Jabarica has lied. That is the alleged girlfriend has lied. There was no chance that he wanted to go to Cuba. There is also a very clear indication that he's continuing to say it is not me but Nirav Modi whose company needs to be blamed, and he's also clarifying here that it's the Indian agencies that was ready to do a Zoom. Now the larger question, Swapnil Kothari, and then I come to Ratan Sharda and Arnab will take this forward also. Swapnil, we've seen earlier that when Team India has given such a massive push for extradition, it's not the first time, whether it's a Vijay Mallya case, where the proceedings all through have been run by us, whether it's the Nirav Modi case, it's a very clear tactic by Mehul Choksi to try and distance himself from Nirav now.
Well, obviously, Rhythm, there is no question about it. The entire interview, he was sounding absolutely not only physically weak and infirm, but I think mentally and psychologically completely almost on the verge of breakdown. And he was trying to wish it away, that, possibly reconsidering and introspecting that this should have never been done by him in the first place. Now, be that as it may, he's pretty much at the end of the road. And, his battalion of lawyers and his money can only do so much to the end that he can try to stall as much as possible. But I think his fate awaits him in Antigua and then, of course, in India, because I'm sure Antiguan authorities will eventually boot him out, whether or not there is an extradition treaty. Simply because, if we have a watertight case and if we've succeeded in Nirav Modi pretty much, so I don't see any reason why we wouldn't succeed in Mehul Choksi's case as well. And, it's better that we battle it out there as well. It may take a little bit longer for him to come here, but then what happens is that once we've been able to prove the case there, it's very easy for the Indian courts then to just follow what had happened there and, pretty much finish it. So his dilatory practice will not hold any good at all. Yeah,
no. He says, Swapnil, that he has psychological scars. Yes, Mr. Agarwal. Yeah.
India is one of the most transparent and efficient legal system. And if Mehul Choksi does not have anything to hide, why doesn't he come? If he has nothing to pay to the banks or to the government agency or ED, he should come and face the legal proceedings, court, and then repay those loans. So
correct.
There is every indication.
Correct. Mehul Choksi says in that interview that medical conditions have stopped me from returning to India. I don't understand that, Ratan Sharda. Are there no hospitals in India that he needs to be in a tiny island nation with no extradition treaty with India? That is the only country which is the best in the world for medical treatment.
And Indian
Antigua, Barbados,
and
Africa and Middle East and even UK now in India for treatment. For him to say that he is better served by those small countries for his health problem is a joke. See, what I see is that he had thought that he'll be able to subvert the judicial system, because till last 4 or 5 years, the extradition success of India has been so poor, so horrendous, that it is shameful. Now suddenly you find CBI getting teeth, ED getting teeth, getting best possible legal advice, and targeting one by one and bringing these people in. That is what has unnerved him a lot. So his plea of I was ready to talk, but yeah, if you we wanted to talk, he could have stayed back in India. Sahara, the chairman was in jail. He came out of jail on bail. He didn't run away. So these people who know that they can subvert the judiciary sitting in London and all, suddenly find it's not possible. So environment has changed.
There are some
now
other
they're talking of
important
these things.
initiatives that we should
believe
also.
him? Nobody believes him. See, your success in getting interview, I compliment you on that. There is a huge break, and that is what is called typical great journalism. But I think he was predictable. He was so nervous. He had lost his confidence, his cockiness. He knows his days are numbered. That I can tell you.
He knows. I mean,
this interview exposes him that he is now completely dejected, and he knows that this is because of certain changes in the law over the last 6 or 7 years. There was Fugitive Offenders Bill. If those acts and Benami Properties Act, all these acts were not there. Then
fact is his days sitting there in Antigua, escaping the system, those are numbered. And Rhythm, he's weeping about about being completely in prison, about inhuman treatment, without facing trial. What is clear to me is that the action and the hot pursuit by our agencies have left him very flustered. Yes. And also he's now spinning a yarn, and he's saying, I was ready to cooperate with the Indian agencies that kidnapped me. Well, if you're ready to cooperate with the Indian agencies, get into that Indian Air Force plane and come back.
Why? Yes. Yeah, why at the first time you went out? Why don't you come out and negotiate and repay? What is the thing?
And join Sachin Waze in jail. Do that. You'll have great company as well. So the getaway plan is collapsing. Am I right? The getaway plan is collapsing. That's what I can make out from Rhythm's interview.
As a lawyer, I can tell you one thing. We can defend anybody in the court. That's not an issue. But those who flee from India, those who run away from India, there is a distinction. There is a distinction because they have no faith in the judicial system. They have no faith in the establishment. They have no faith in the laws of the country. And those people are people who are a dead giveaway, that they do not believe in the law of the land, or they believe that they are so condemned in their own eyes that they see no redemption. Either ways, it's a dead giveaway that they have no case to argue. And those are the people like Mehul Choksi, and those are the people who have fled to London, those are the people who have fled to Antigua and other places. And these are the people who should be made a perfect example by the state. And at this point, I would also like to add, Arnab, just a second. Arnab, today
a lot of pressure to play the interview again.
I agree. I know, Arnab, you should play it on a loop also. But we must also not forget that the ED officials and the CBI officials need to be congratulated, because they stand, they are put under scrutiny. People like me put them under scrutiny too much. But today I will stand up and talk for them and say that I salute them, because it is impossible to have this amount of pressure brought on a single individual sitting some 12,000 kilometers away. But for the relentless pursuit by some honest officials, we must salute them. These faceless officials need to be saluted.
Yeah, and a lot of people also want to interview Rhythm today on how she managed to get Mehul Choksi's interview. So Rhythm, congratulations to that.
Yes, obviously.
Thank you.
Rhythm is, I'll tell you one thing about Rhythm, those who know her, she's the most persistent person I know. So,
she's looking like a cat with what a dream.
Yeah, she's very pleased with herself.
And
well done,
this interview will go a long way. This interview will go a long way in telling the nation, because the nation wants to know as to what is happening to these brigands and these criminals who have gone. And look at his plight along with when he's talking to Rhythm on Republic TV.
True.
He's completely crestfallen and decrepit right there. So this will in fact endorse the view that not only India, but even there is journalists who are pursuing, and right at the top is Republic TV, who's pursuing and trying to bring news to the world and to India.
Thank you.
Which is so very much required.
Well, thank you so much, Rhythm. Congratulations. And here's the interview everyone's talking about right now. Mehul Choksi speaking a while back to Rhythm Anand Bhardwaj.